We are Aunt Hannah and Mabel the pup. We live and work from our 50-foot narrowboat, the Corridor. Come and join us as we attempt to navigate the English canals and the world as full-time artists. Here we go. Good afternoon everybody. I'm coming down to the floor because I think it feels cooler down here. It's very hot. You know, people always ask, is it cold on a boat? They should really be asking, is it hot on a boat? The answer to that question is yes, unbearably. But anyway, we have spent the last 9 days in our van whilst our boat gets some quite extensive repairs to it. And we decided, whilst that was being done, that we would go on round the Norfolk coast, and it's been beautiful, hasn't it, Anthony?
It's been fantastic. Yeah,
it's been
really
absolutely
nice.
Fantastic and inspiring, and we've come up with lots of different sketch ideas for prints and whatnot. So we're going to bring you we're going to bring you with us, but we're back now.
We're going to show you.
We're going to show you the first couple of days in Norfolk, part 1. Norfolk part 2 will be next week. But this week, now that we're back, we are really behind because we've got to get ready for the Braunston show, which is next weekend. So we are trying our best through the heat to crack on and get stuff done, get stuff made, and all set up ready for the Braunston Historic Rally. It's a brilliant event. All the old working boats, all the old historic boats come out and do a little rally. They have all sorts of arts and crafts. The Guild of Waterway Artists tent is there. What else they have? Music, food, a bar. Yeah, just a generally good vibe had by all. So if you're in the area, do come say hello. We'll be there all set up with all of our stuff that we need to make right now. So whilst we're doing that, I hope you enjoy Norfolk part 1 of our road trip. All of that was completely muddled up sentence wise, but you know what I'm trying to say. Okay, let's have a look how we got on.
But please don't forget to hit the thumbs up. Hello, welcome to the vlog.
We are in Heacham.
Mabel's on a big long training leg. She's never been to the beach before.
Norfolk.
We are in Norfolk. Scared? You scared?
Not quite the canal, is it? Come on then. Lots of little seashells on the seashore. It's very flat. That's what I've got to say so far. I've been collecting some stones. I'll show you in a bit if you're interested. Where are we now, Mabel? we haven't filmed much today because we're crackered. We got up at 6:30, took the boat round. That was all fine, it wasn't windy. I sat on the front to add a little bit of ballast because our water tank's empty. Makes the boat really light, but it was fine. Sorted all that out. I had to empty all the gas lockers, which honestly, Anthony, how many tins of stuff?
Ridiculous amount. We've literally covered the entire sofa and bed with rubbish out of our lockers.
I did go through it a few years back and I said to Anthony afterwards, right, that's down to you now. But yeah, and then we set off. The trip was lovely. We shot to the A roads. It was lovely. We were heading to Heacham, which you've just seen us at, and there was meant to be an overnight park spot there, but it's now changed, so you can't stay overnight there. I think it's probably changed a lot in places because people were perhaps not being as considerate in them as we all should be. But luckily we managed to find a little campsite down the road in, where are we? Snettisham. There's some fantastic names of streets and places around here. Loving that. And it's quite empty and it's nice and spacious. And now we're going to have some dinner and then some sleep, hopefully. And I think I'm going to have a shower because I stink.
Well, I'm just outside entertaining Mabel whilst Hannah cooks some lovely dinner. Yeah, we've sort of made a Mabel restraint, which is one of these screw-in things. And she can pot around our van. We've got loads of space around, it's really nice. So that's fantastic. But she seems to have sniffed something out. Mabes, what's this? Come here.
Hello, mate. Locals are friendly. Now this is more like it. I can't believe we've got a beach, a lighthouse, a cafe. There's an art and crafts place down the way. So we've bought a day ticket, just daytime ticket, and we're just gonna make a day of it. I found. Shall we move to Norfolk?
Yeah, shall we?
Shall we?
We could do.
What could we live in?
Hut.
I'm fine with a hut. We've come to sit in the dunes in the shade. Mabel has got dog ice cream and I've just found a hagstone. And there's also a cliff behind us, and I do remember there was a sign saying beware. But there's a bit over here and it doesn't even look real, and Anne thinks it could make a lovely print. Do you want to have a look?
I can't even see if I'm getting this on the camera, but it's like
channels where
yeah, like a little channel of water, and it's got a lovely curvy stuff going on. I bet that'd be really nice in a print. And there's a little bit of dune up, cliffy bit hanging over. Yeah, that's exciting.
What could you have as the topic? One man and his dog?
Yeah.
Or somebody collecting stones?
Yeah.
Metal detecting?
Yeah.
Do you think people detect on this beach?
Possibly. I don't know what they'd be looking for.
Treasure. remembers Ant's RL... Ooh, who remembers Ant's print of the RNLI boat?
It was an old RNLI boat.
It was an old RNLI boat. Oh, this is amazing. I'd love a go on this. So nice to have so much space. Do you know what I mean? Just space. It's very freeing.
Here's the lighthouse lady with a real lighthouse.
Do you remember Round the Twist? I know I've spoken about this before, but we watched it on YouTube the other day. Have you ever? It's more bonkers than I remember it being.
It was good though, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was good, but bonkers. I just want to live in a lighthouse. All that.
The observer. Yeah, it'd be nice, wouldn't it?
I feel like it makes more sense.
It's safe. Right, so last night we ended up staying at Heacham. We found a lovely little campsite and it was just very open and quiet and it was fantastic. Mabel was brilliant, we had a great time. And then this morning we've driven to Hunstanton Clifftop Parking and it's beautiful. And we paid like, you could get like an all-day ticket for £10. You can't actually sleep here in the van, but we paid £10 for an all-day ticket. So we've just used it as a base really all day. And we've been on the beach and stuff. And what we're going to do now is go to a nearby art and craft centre and see what they've got. And then we're going to be driving to...
Wells? It's called Wells Next...
The Sea.
The Sea. Or Wells Next Sea.
Yeah.
Which bothers me a little bit. Maybe there's a way to say it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But we're going to head there and we've got another campsite for tonight. But then we're going to do some exploring when we get there.
Yeah, and... Can you just show everybody, look at the white horses?
White horses? I don't know what she's on about.
On the sea, the white horses. Wells Next the Sea. Do you think it's like Wells Next at sea?
Yeah, it's got
like up north?
Yeah.
Let us know down below in comments. Field of daisies. Just Harbour Way. Oh, wow. Okay, we just saw a sign for harbour. And you know how I love a harbour. I draw them, but I hardly ever go to them. So, here we go.
Quickly.
Can you hear that lovely sound of the tinkling boats in the wind.
Crab from the crab hut.
Yes! So I just got a pot of fresh crayfish from the crab hut. And Anthony?
Cockles.
Can't see ya. Cockles. Fresh eggs. Yum. We are at a place called Potter's Farm Campsite, ouch, which is just outside Wells Next Sea, which is incredibly busy. But this place is like a nice traditional little campsite where you just rock up, pitch up, there's no electric, it's just all really basic and you just kind of left to it. And it's really nice. And I feel like we've gone into like full holiday mode today. It's boiling hot and we're just chilling out. Mabel is loving just pottering about outside the van because she never gets to do that really. And so it's lovely. Got some fresh eggs this morning, had an omelette, and I think what we're going to do is we're going to go off in the van, have a little drive around again, possibly to Heacham and the salt marshes as well. And we're going to see if we can find a sketchbook for Anthony because he forgot his sketchbook and he'd like to do some sketching from the ideas that have come to his head since we've been here. So we probably won't sit outside and sketch because it'll be too hot, especially for Mabel, but he's taken some pictures of different things that really interest him and we can have a little sketch. So that's going to be real nice. And apparently there's like an artist colony here somewhere. I can't remember the village. I'll have to ask our friend that told us about it. I think it sounds, whenever I think of the word colony, I just think of like puffins or seals. So, yeah, so I just imagine, in my head, I imagine like these little puffins walking around with like little paintbrushes and stuff. But anyway, we're going to crack on with our day. Hope you're enjoying the sun. I don't know if you can see this. I never noticed how animated Anthony is with his hands when he talks. He looks like he's composing. Conducting, I mean. He's not doing it now. I wonder what they're talking about. We might stay here another night, go off and explore and come back here because it's nice and quiet. And that was part one of our Norfolk road trip. I can honestly say it was just blew my mind away really. It was really lovely. And somebody said in the comments that Norfolk has this like reputation for being just really flat and kind of barren. But actually the landscape is really varied. There's forests, there's dunes, there's beautiful golden beaches. Just all sorts. Like it's like everything in my head, in my imagination, in one place. I really warmed to it and I think maybe it might be on the list of options to live one day, among with many others. yesterday in the heat I was panicking, but I did manage to sketch all of these up ready for burning. And I also sketched 2 little mini paintings that I'm going to do, so that's a good start. So here are my 2 little sketches. These are only, I think, 15 centimetres by 15 centimetres, 6 inch by 6 inch, and I've got some little frames for them which work really nicely. I thought it'd be better time-wise to do kind of a few little ones, and also if you are on a narrowboat or a wide beam, they're kind of, you know, boat size. So this is the first one, a little lock cottage. It's got the little book swap. It reminds me of Hill Morton or Atherstone, where they have the little building with the book exchange. And then this is inspired by something you'll see in part 2, Norfolk part 2, the Broads.
So I started working on this print, and it was inspired by the cockle pickers. I do like cockles. Hannah thinks they're gross, but meh. So yeah, this is going to be my print of cockle pickers. And I made it like this panoramic piece of linos because Norfolk's obviously very flat. And yeah, so hopefully that'll be on one of the following videos. Need our heads in it. She never wants to film our heads.
You're messing about with buttons that you don't know
Well,
what they
because we mess up the settings and then we don't know what we're doing.
doing.
Hello, we're just talking amongst ourselves.
So that's about it for this week. Thank you for watching Norfolk Part 1. We had fun, didn't we?
We did have fun. I'm looking forward to seeing the video because I have no idea what we filmed.
Yeah, well, not a lot really.
Oh.
Well, we kind of did. We only actually had 4 days in Norfolk.
Yeah, and then we left, well, 5. We left Friday afternoon.
We had 5 days, yeah. And then we had to come back to see family and then hang around a bit. But yeah, it was brilliant.
It was lovely, wasn't it? Really nice.
And I can't wait to go back out.
Yeah.
We've got lots of plans, haven't we?
Yeah, so we've got the Braunston show.
Yeah.
Next weekend.
28th, 29th.
So we'll be at Braunston trading. We'll have pictures and all sorts. And then after that, I think we're going to maybe go for another trip.
Yeah. Excited.
Oh, we've got some things to say.
Oh.
The other day we was going for a wander and we bumped into 2 people that watch our video and they were really lovely.
Gary
and Jill. So it was lovely to meet you both.
Lovely to meet you. Sorry we didn't ask any questions. If you ever meet us, we're not very good at asking questions about other people.
Return questions.
Return questions.
Yes.
Yeah.
And we also wanted to say a big happy birthday to one of our patrons, AD Jones. Yeah, so thank you so much, AD.
And have a lovely birthday.
And have a lovely birthday. We got a message from Paula, so.
Yeah. Happy birthday, AD. And
yeah.
Thanks for your support. Hope you have a nice day.
Yeah. What else do we want to say? Oh, going back to AD actually, because Paula messaged me because she'd bought him a t-shirt.
Yes.
So the t-shirts are now on my website. They're still going. And we was going to say, because I don't know if you've noticed, if you've been on my website, so we've got a couple of photos of me and Hannah in the t-shirts. And the others are like AI generated pictures that the company do. So it's like models, you know, in their t-shirts and stuff. But we thought it'd be nice if you have bought a t-shirt and you wanted to send us a photo, if you fancy it, we could use that on
the website. On
the website, so we can have the real people in the t-shirts.
Yeah, lots of different people.
Yeah.
See, yeah.
That'd be really nice.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Yeah.
All right. Well, hopefully some of you are near the area of Braunston near Daventry next weekend, and we'll hopefully see some of you there. We've got a lot to do.
We have got a lot to do. I spent all day yesterday hand printing black and white images because we
need to make stock.
We need to build up some stock. Oh, that's a good point.
What?
Well, we haven't mentioned this month because we've just been messing around doing all sorts of stuff. A prize for Buy Me a Coffee and Patreon. So what we'll do, maybe we'll make it a bit more interesting. So we could give away 2 black and white pictures. We can do a first prize and a second prize. Well, it's just 2 first prizes really, because whoever gets drawn in the draw, just go on the website and pick a black and white of your choice.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, we'll do that. So we'll give a couple away.
Sounds good to me. Do you remember that? There was a record store where
Sounds
we
good
grew
to
up.
me, yeah. In Flitwick.
Yeah. Anyway, thank you for watching. Hope you're all well. Lots of love and see you soon. Oh, don't forget to like, subscribe, push the notification bell, and we'll see you next week.
And hit the thumbs up.
Bloody thumbs up. Bye.
Bye.